They're pulling Kanye's visa and removing him from festivals. What up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those Cashapp to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, Kanye is finding out in real time how it looks when you support a murderous dictator such as Adolf Hitler. It doesn't bode well for your modern day career. Somehow, some way, he's finding out being canceled don't just mean Black Twitter is saying you're an asshole. The real world actually comes down on you. And what's happening is these other countries who suffered at the hands of this man, and they know what it really meant, the wars and the deaths and the fear, right? And this guy almost literally dominated the earth. But Kanye thinks it's cool to play with it. Well, these other countries not playing with it. Australia canceled his visa over the Hail Hitler song. They're not messing around with Kanye. He can't go to Australia anymore. It is what it is. Also, he got, they removed him where they started a petition to remove him from the Slovakian hip hop festival. So Kanye is going to start facing real world consequences. I want to talk about this. I'm going to read this article, have a conversation, but I think it needs to be a lot more. I believe in freedom of speech, but there's also freedom of the consequences. And I think when you are so dumb to be a black man talking about Hail Hitler, right? And you're making these kids sing Hail Hitler. People get arrested in other countries. I showed you a video earlier in the back a couple weeks ago where the guy was rocking out to the Hail Hitler song, but he said, I may get arrested in my country just for saying this. He said, I can't even say this name in my country or I can get arrested. But Kanye is in a country that he can say these things freely, and he stupidly wants to say this man's name. This man's whole thing was cleansing, race cleansing, which included his own race, Kanye's race. He claims to be one of us, but Hitler was going to genocide, race cleanse the earth, right? Kanye either doesn't know or doesn't care. But had he had his way, your ass would have been in an oven too, with me. But Kanye's so dumb, he doesn't understand that. So he wants to play with this man's name and thinks everything's a joke, okay? And tries to use it for financial gain, but he's just destroying his own legacy. Let me read this article. We're going to have a conversation, a quick conversation. Not going to be here all day talking about no goddamn Kanye West, okay? Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, has had his Australian visa canceled after he released Hail Hitler, a song promoting Nazism, the country's home affairs minister said on Wednesday. The U.S. rapper released a song that praised the Nazi leader Adolf Hitler across social media and music streaming platforms in May. Nobody cared. Nobody listened to it except a couple dumbass kids that don't know the difference of real music with a real message and some fake shit just to get people's attention. Shock value, shock jock, goofy bullshit. Let me keep this moving. The song came a few months after Ye made a string of anti-Semitic posts on X, which included comments such as, I love Hitler and I'm a Nazi. Y'all do remember that a few weeks later, he came back and said, I'm no longer anti-Semitic. I'm no longer. It's dumb. People that follow this guy, you got to be brain dead to sit there and follow his. I don't follow his Twitter. I stopped following his Twitter about 3 years ago. Right? But they still report on it. It still comes up in my feed. I still have to know these things, right? It's just the rantings of a silly fool. Now he's making a free Diddy album with Diddy's son. He's dragging Diddy's kids into this nonsense, right? It's just, why, gang? Like, you're not even, I think maybe just uninspired. Maybe the real world is not inspiring him. Modern things don't inspire him. He really now he's fooling with AI. He made a whole album. 50% of the lyrics was written by AI. This means you're huffing and puffing on this damn nitrous oxide so much you can't even write a rap no more, gang. You're not even making beats. What are you, gang? You're trying to steal people's money at this point. You're really trying to steal people's money. You're making trash music with AI, and now you want us to buy it, and you want us to come see your goofy ass shows. Nah, no, sir. No, thank you. Let me keep this moving. Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke said that while previous offensive comments made by Ye had not affected his visa status, officials reviewed it again after the song's release. Quote, it was a lower level visa, and officials still looked at the law and said, you're going to have a song and promote that sort of Nazism, then we don't need that in Australia. Listen, man, it's going to be other countries starting to deal with this. They're not going to let you tour. They're not going to let you, and it's not a good hill to die on. You're going to risk your whole career for this nonsense, gang. But he doesn't care. He said he got to touch autism. Yo, I lock in on things. Yeah, it's apparent that you lock in on things when they tell you you can't do it. That's not autism. You're a spoiled brat. And you've been so used to getting your way so long, you can't imagine somebody telling you no. Right? And they're telling you no. So you're going to start to feel the punishment. Kanye is not dumb. Kanye's not dumb. Kanye is very smart. But he locks on the stuff out of just stomping his feet. He wants to prove a point. So here we are, you're proving your point, and now they're going to start taking things from you. Quote, we have enough big problems in this country already without deliberately importing bigotry. And that's the thing. There's some people that believe this, so they're going to come and make trouble. There's some people that agrees with this, not because of him. They already believed this before he came along. So he's spewing this stuff, and he's festering these ideas. He's making it more acceptable for these guys to come out and they're marching now in America. They feel better. They feel more at ease to march and do this shit because of dumbass people like Kanye West. Kanye's such a fool, he doesn't care. He's selfish. He only cares about his own money. He'll get his act together when the money starts drying up. Let me continue. Burke added that Ye had family in Australia and had been a longtime visitor prior to the visa cancellation. The singer married his wife, Bianca Sensori, an Australian architect, in December 2022. So she's his wife, and she is an Australian. That's going to be tough for him to go over there now with his wife. Now he can't go over there with his wife. Burke's office declined to comment on the exact date of the visa cancellation. Ye's management did not respond immediately to a request for comment outside of U.S. business hours. In October 2024, U.S. conservative influencer Candace Owens was also barred from entry from Australia. Good. Don't need her ass over there anyway. Burke said Australia's national interest is best served when Candace Owens is somewhere else. It'll get her ass out of here too. Also in the Slovakia thing, fans are calling for his removal from a popular festival in Slovakia. This is wild that this guy is regulated to just doing random ass festivals. Let's just be honest. This guy is a joke. This guy is a sad shell of himself. He's gonna be on festivals with like these random ass rappers, the whole damn freshman double XL list, and Kanye West. It's silly shit, gang. And Dave Blunt. Like, it's silly. This nigga's it's just trash, bro. Organizers of July's Rubicon Festival, one of Europe's biggest rap events, recently confirmed that Kanye West would headline the lineup, right? And Kanye headlining the lineup is just weird. You even ask him to be on there, put your whole shit in. It's just suspect, gang. Just gonna be honest. Why? Why would you want him on there? Well, it's for controversy, and I guess to make a splash. Like when you announce we got Kanye West, who wants to see this motherfucker? I have no idea, but somebody does, right? West originally advertised it as a Yeezy season performance, not giving additional context. Unsurprisingly, that decision was met with significant backlash due to West's long history of public anti-Semitism. As of this writing, nearly 5,400 people have signed a petition addressed to the mayor of Bratislava, Slovakia, calling for West's removal from the lineup. That's a lot of people saying take him off. I know that might not sound like a lot to you. Over 5,000 people and growing is saying take him off. This will happen. They will take him off. I'm just going to be honest, because that sounds like a lot of people coming in protest. You don't need that. The festival going to do good without his ass. In his music, West glorifies a person of Adolf Hitler, the leader of a regime responsible for unleashing the largest military conflict in human history, responsible for millions of civilian deaths and systematic extermination of nations, including the genocide unleashed against the Jewish population around the world, says the petition. Man, listen, I don't know why we got to even have this conversation. Kanye West is trash, and you booking him makes you trash. Okay? You having him on your festival makes the whole festival trash. He's spewing hate. He's spewing anti-Semitism and all kind of other shit. He hates himself. He hates his own race. He hates the mother of his children. This guy is sad and pathetic. He is a disturbed man. He suffers from a lot of stuff. Most of it self-inflicted. A lot of people want to say, since he lost his mom, this guy was messed up before his mom. Mom was here. He wouldn't listen to his mom. So let's stop the nonsense of blaming his mom. Poor Donda had nothing to do with this. Poor Donda was almost just as confused as him because she let him do this shit too. So let's just be honest. And I know she tried, but at the end of the day, Kanye is his own self. Kanye has not listened to anybody ever. And for a time, that got him where he is. But at the end of the day, what's going on now with Kanye West is Kanye West has no self-control because he doesn't have to. They still, to this day, even when he lost the deal with Adidas, they still came crawling back a few years later. So none of his antics has ever hurt him indefinitely. So he acts like an asshole. Right? The people he surrounds himself with tells you everything. He surrounds himself with alt-right and far-right and just racist, bigots, fascists. He wants to be in that rich world so bad. If this guy could turn white tomorrow, he would do it. He wants to be a fascist. He doesn't understand the fascists make fascism for themselves. It's a class thing. You're only in there because you got money. If you didn't have no money, they wouldn't have you around. But he doesn't understand that. He's only allowed to be in that system that he thinks that he wants to be a part of so much. These billionaires, That's why he can't relate to you and me no more. He can't relate to us because he's in that world. In that world, they don't talk about poor people. They have no compassion for poor people. So the regular people like you and me, we're beneath him. He says all the time, don't talk to me if you ain't got $1 billion. I don't listen to people who have less money than me. He doesn't care anymore. I'm done talking about Kanye West. I'm out, man. CLBMG. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. See what they got going on, okay? Also, every Wednesday night we go live. The What Show, we talk about hip-hop. We might talk about Kanye. We probably won't. But tune in anyway. Get in the chat. Everybody that's in the chat lets us know they're there. So just let us know you're in the chat and why you got there. And yeah, man. We also got a new show Monday nights. It's called Underground Edge. We play all kind of rap music from the people that we rock with. So a lot of this show is catching steam. We're having a great time. We preview new music videos every single week. Come through on all these channels that you see this on right now. Underground Edge Live is on those channels too. All right, I'm gonna catch you on that flip. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.